Gypsy Rose sent weird pictures in her Ruby era to her dad, and everybody's seen them. So I don't know if everybody's heard, but Gypsy Rose supposedly sent something that rhymes with rudes to her father, and her little sister Mia and her brother seen them. And this is years ago. She was an adult at the time, but Mia was much younger and her brother was much younger. So she actually clapped back to a lot of people commenting saying she was not telling the truth. This is because she was denying it in the thing she wrote, and I'm going to show you that because she did delete it. But hold on, I'll show you that first and then I'll continue. Okay, so in her comment section, it says, Gypsy sent Ruth to Rod, her father, on her Ruby era. And then somebody said, are you kidding me? And then somebody else said, she also sent them to Mia and her other brother. Gypsy Rose commented back, not true. How disgusting of a rumor. Somebody wrote, it is not a rumor. Then she pretended to be Dee Dee and blamed it on her friend Aaliyah, which Aaliyah, we all know, is the neighbor that she was friends with, supposedly. Okay, so as much as we all want that rumor to really be true, because that would be really, like, ugh. But in a way, it is kind of true, and I'm going to show you actually what happened, because a lot of people seem to think that she, like, physically sent them, like, with her phone or, like, through Messenger or something, but she didn't. I'm going to show you what she did, or tell you about it. She actually posted them on another account that she had on Facebook, which apparently Dee Dee did not know anything about, and what she did is dress up in her costumes, as she did, and wrote really vulgar things about her father. And what happened was Mia, Rod, Christy, and the brother all seen the hidden profile somehow, and they seen what she wrote about her father. Now, if you know anything about Gypsy Rose, you know that she has, like, these weird, like, I don't want to say certain words, but, like, weird scenarios that people like sometimes. I don't know how to word it. That they like sexually, like mommy, daddy, or, like, daddy-daughter stuff, if you know what I mean. But maybe that was, like, something she was into, and we all know that she was into weird, strange stuff. But, anyways, I'm going to show you the message that supposedly Dee Dee wrote to Christy apologizing about what happened. Like I said, Gypsy denies this, but it is true. It was just in a different way, and other people like to say it was in a message or a text message. And so I'm going to show you the message. It's kind of choppy because I had to crop certain stuff out, but one second. So the top part of this that's missing, it actually says, when I saw that filth, I immediately took Gypsy's computer away and deleted that disgusting Facebook. And took Gypsy's computer away. I fussed for 2 days straight. My doctor had to increase my heart meds. I did not read everything, but what I did made me sick. Please explain to little Mia that whatever was written was not her sister, but a mean person named Aaliyah. Gyp told me Aaliyah helped her like her nurse helps her. She has trouble reading and writing and can't see well, so she needs help. I called that Slayton's mom and her to come over. Okay, so the missing top part of this message says, we are going to call our true friends and family and explain, and if anyone knows Gyp, they will know that this is not how she is. And as far as a boyfriend, Gyp has never had one, doesn't want one, and doesn't think that way. She still wants to be a nun when she grows up, and we are always together. The only men that come over here are the medical equipment delivery, pharmacy delivery, and diaper delivery. And, sorry, I had to laugh about that. And I have to sign for them when we get to go to the 501st Street. And then it cut off, and it says that whenever they're at the 501st Street Medical Hospital, all the doctors and nurses and everybody is respectful. And then I'm going to show you where Christy responds back to Dee Dee, supposedly. But I and everybody else seems to think that these messages right here are actually Gypsy making all this up. Because, first of all, unless Dee Dee's just trying to cover for her daughter, which that's possible, but to me, it really looks like Gypsy wrote this. Just my opinion. So the top part of this message from Christy says that she had to sit down Mia and the brother and explain to them why Gypsy was putting the blame on Rod, and that also Mia was ill, so she was confused. Rod also had to explain that he was not innocent and he did make bad choices in his life by drinking and doing drugs at that point in time. And Rod really was not mad at Gyps. None of us were. We were just in awe that she felt that way. But knowing all her history with her illnesses, that is what just human nature to lash out, and Rod and I understood that. But as far as Mia and Dylan, they were a bit confused. We did explain to them that it was her friend that actually wrote all that, and that was not a true friend if they were trying to ruin something that we had worked so hard to build on. That part was just cut off, but I seen the messages. Anyways, as I was saying, I really don't think that Dee Dee wrote those messages to Christy. I truly believe that was Gypsy trying to cover her own tracks. Like I said, look at my dog. Sorry, she's trying to get up here. Okay, y'all stop. Anyway, so I do not believe that it was Dee Dee, and like I said, unless she was just trying to cover for her daughter. But I feel like if Dee Dee would have seen that, and like being as religious as she was, and like I said, my personal opinion about Dee Dee is that I don't think that Gypsy was abused at all, except the part of like manipulating people into giving them money. That could be abuse, like whenever you're little. But as far as what Gypsy has said, I do not think that's true. I don't think any of it's true. My opinion is that Dee Dee was really actually bedbound, and she was not well in the end, and Gypsy was not treating her right. But hey, that's just my opinion. But anyways. So that just kind of debunks the rumor about Gypsy personally sending the messages and dirty pictures to her father, although she did post dirty pictures and write really mean things about her father and put them up on Facebook for everyone to see, including her father and brother and sister and stepmother. There's still no excuse because why would you do that? Like, why would you post that weird picture and then write stuff about your dad under it? Like, that's for a whole nother, like, time and place. That's just weird. I don't know. But like I said, she has these weird, like, thoughts in her head that some strange people are just into, you know? I don't know. What are y'all thoughts?